You got to let it go. You got to let it go.
Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new review.
We haven't done one recently, so we thought we'd get on it.
Have not done one for a while, so it's me, Giraffeyjosh, and Ethan over here. We can't use our real identities because you guys are not allowed to know them. So, we recently watched Wreck-It Ralph. So
Break the Internet.
Sorry, Ralph Breaks the Internet is what we watched the other day. And it was brilliant. It was a very good film. It wasn't anything like incredible or anything.
I thought it was.
But it was a good film, guys. So, as we always do in these reviews, we're going to start with our sort of first impressions. So, Ethan, what was your first impression on the film? So just try and sum it up in just a couple of lines. Nothing too intense to start off with.
And beautifully animated and extremely colourful.
Good summary. I said the exact same thing. The animation was incredible on the film. The whole way through, everything was just so perfect. There wasn't like a single glitch apart from Vanellope's, right? In the animation, in anything. So the story, obviously, this isn't going to be a spoiler, but you know, you've all seen the trailer, so you know what happens. The story obviously is Ralph needs to go and get Vanellope's item back, because I don't think that was in the trailer, was it?
No.
So Ralph needs to go and get an item with Vanellope accompanying her, and they have to go into the internet. And that's when obviously the film kicks off. I thought the start of the film was a little bit boring, a little bit long.
A little bit Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, because it just didn't need to happen at the start of the film. It was just a bit long and boring. But then when the film went on and they got into the internet, like that's when the film started. This is another Easter egg. So, and then when we went through, there was everything you could think of in there, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had Ralph breaking the internet, Vanellope glitching the internet,
YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. Okay, so if there was loads of everything that you use in your day-to-day life, Pinterest, and
everyone uses that.
That's true. And basically, they needed to raise funds to rebuy the item, and they had to do that by doing what people do online, making YouTube videos, trying to sell in-game skins, make in-game currency to make real money. So it was done really well from that perspective. I thought that it was basically that's how real people make money, and that's what they were doing. Trying to stream and stuff. There was now when we come to the ratings, guys, which will obviously be in a minute. There's a very big point in mind, and this will be why I rate it 1 out of 10. And I will tell you that in a bit, but it's fresh, guys, on my mind. I rate this film 1 out of 10, but we'll get to that in the rating phase. I know you guys always look forward to doing our reviews that never make any sense. So, Ethan, talk a little bit. I've been talking.
So I'm going to rate this film...
No, we're not on the ratings yet.
Alright, nothing to talk about then.
Okay, so the film is really good. The animation is like so superb. There's one bit at the end where there's like millions of Ralphs.
Buzz Lightyear.
And that's reminding me. There's a scene, this isn't a spoiler, guys, don't worry, but there's a scene in the film where they go into like Disney. It's called mydisney.com, which I don't know if it's real or not, but they go in there and it's everything to do with Disney, Marvel, princesses, Disney, Mickey Mouse, everything's in there, guys. It's like walking, it's like if I tripped and I fell into Disney Heroes battle mode, that's where it'd end up. There was a brilliant scene with stormtroopers trying to catch a princess.
Spoiler.
Then there's a brilliant scene where Vanellope went in with all of the princesses.
Spoiler. And
then at the very end as well, all the princesses came together.
Spoiler.
And it basically just formed the most beautiful alliance. Like, they need to do an animated film like that with all of the Disney princesses going to fight crime. So, and then the film ended, guys. Good. And, yeah. Good. It's been a long time. It was quite nice. It wasn't too long of a film, actually. But then there was 2 after-credit scenes. One of them was perfect, wasn't it? The first after-credit scene was brilliant. It was a good sort of jab at the film industry, wasn't it? Where the little girl was on their iPad and said, "Mum, I'm annoyed about this film because they didn't show the scenes in the credits." And then that
And
was
it's
the
from
scene
the trailer in the movie.
Yeah, from the trailer, sorry. And that was the scene from the trailer where she was swiping the cats. And then we proceeded to jump onto our break the internet devices called phones. And we Googled, or whatever they call it in Wreck-It Ralph, I can't remember now to read that quote. We searched for, is there a second one? Yes, closed out of it. And we were waiting for the second scene to emerge towards the end. And then the screen goes black.
What's that?
The screen goes blank and it pops up by saying Frozen 2 secret trailer. And oh my god, I was off my chair because
I didn't care because I've never seen
Frozen is brilliant. And I was excited to
watched it.
see Frozen. I was excited to see Frozen 2. And then it comes up and it is like the most, it's cringe, isn't it, when you think about it?
Nah, don't.
It
It's
goes
so cringe.
and it's basically Rick Astley, but Ralph is Rick Astley, so it's been replaced.
Replace Hasley, you mean?
Yeah, he's been Ralph Lastlead, and then he basically Rick rolls us, and then the screen goes dark, and he's like, "Yeah, you guys should have stayed round," and all that cringe. But we're going to go to ratings now, and let's start with Ethan's, because I know he's not going to rate us seriously, so that's why we always start with Ethan's. Ethan, would you like to do your rating, and then we can round up these beautiful reviews?
Mine is 9 Break It Ralph bricks out of 10.
Why?
Just because it's just beautifully animated and all the Easter eggs are amazing.
Okay, so I rate it 1 out of 10.
Oh.
And this is why. Because there was one scene in the film where the chap was on his iPad and he swiped over to a Fortnite clip. And I just didn't think that was necessary.
Yeah, well, that was dead cringe.
Like, not everything in the world needs Fortnite. So that is why I rate Wreck-It Ralph 1 out of 10. Because it just did not need Fortnite in there. The Fortnite dances I could allow because it's funny, it's silly.
That's not funny.
Well, it's not funny at all. That's just a good point. But they didn't need to just put a stupid clip of Fortnite in there at all.
Or basically, I'm gonna rate it 10 out of 10 because this is Disney Heroes channel, and it was basically one huge trailer for when bloody whatever the company's name is actually puts in Shank as a playable character. Let's stop faffing us around and put in Shank's playable character. We've seen the hour and 45-minute trailer that you put out called Break the Internet Record Well, and now put her in the game.
So our theory is, guys, and this is I don't know if it's like, you guys need to comment down below if you think this theory makes sense. So we think that Per Blue created Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet, and this is why, basically, because all of their updates have been rubbish. We think they've been spending all of their time creating Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Animating that film.
Yeah, they've put all of their resources onto animating that film. That's why all the updates are broken the game, all the market changes were rubbish, the 6 stars was a pointless update, and basically everything's broken. And
nothing's ever been broken, it's been glitched.
Yeah, it's been glitched. So we think that was a reference towards Penelope from Ralph Breaks the Internet. So we reckon they're going to release something and go, yeah, okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. I hope you've enjoyed this review, guys. If you have, Ethan, do the outro.
Subscribe for more reviews. Join the Giraffeyjosh gang. Subscribe.
Subscribe, guys.
You got to let it go.